What do we got today here, guys? Hooten Young, American whiskey, 12 years old. This one has a great story attached to it. Hooten Young was founded by former Special Operations Soldier, Master Sergeant Norm Hooten and Tim Young. Now, if you saw the movie Black Hawk Down, Norm Hooten was portrayed by Eric Bana. Now, Norm Hooten and Tim Young created Hooten Young Wine and Spirits as a tribute to the brave men and women of the armed forces who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. Hell yeah. It's What's on the Shelf Wednesday. Welcome to the Mash and Drum. I am Jason C, and this is What's on the Shelf Wednesday, the series where I bring you quick reviews of whiskeys you can actually find on the shelf, including bourbons, rye, scotches, Irish whiskeys, and more. Today we are tasting an American whiskey I've been seeing a lot lately, especially here locally, just sitting on shelves. It's Hooten Young 12-year American whiskey. I mean, when you see a 12-year age statement on it, you're kind of wondering, okay, well, I gotta try that at least. But then you kind of see the color and you realize it's an American whiskey. So what we're looking at here is some light whiskey. So the story goes, former Special Operations Soldier, Master Sergeant Norm Hooten and Tim Young were sharing stories over some cigars and whiskey. Awesome. They realized the things that brought them together would do the same for others. So Hooten Young was created to help people slow down, bond with the people around them, remember those that are no longer here, and to celebrate the selfless acts of servicemen and women. I absolutely love that. I think we all forget that after, you know, when we're thinking about all the waiting online, the bottle flipping, the special releases, the crotch shots of new bottles, slowing life down a bit, and whether it's people you care about, people you're meeting for the first time, or people you are remembering, ultimately, I think really that is the best part of bourbon and whiskey. Okay, so what's in the bottle? The brand utilizes a 99% corn and 1% barley whiskey as the base before putting it in an undisclosed type of second fill American oak barrel for a total of 12 years. So like I said, 99% corn, 1% malted barley. It's proof down to 92. So what you're looking at is essentially a 12-year-old light whiskey for a price around 80 to 90 bucks. Now, I do want to mention that Hooten Young does have some other offerings, including a barrel-proof version of this, and 3 finishes that include, I think, a Cabernet, a Petite Syrah, and a Zinfandel finish. Also, what's great is a portion of the proceeds for each and every bottle get donated to veteran charities. Let's dive in. Here we go. All right, 12 years old. So typically with the light whiskey, you're really looking for a lot of sweet flavors here. And it is very sweet. I mean, this is like apple pie in a glass. It's very, very apple forward. There's also some bubble gum there. Man, I'm getting strawberries on here. It's bright, it's fruity. It's not just your typical, I would say, candy corn. There's some good, fruit flavors in here. It's not just all, candy corns that, taste like what you had left over from Halloween. All right, let's go for a try. Here we go, guys. Cheers. Man, on the palate, I mean, I think that's exactly what I was expecting. The palate completely matches the nose. I mean, it's apple, strawberries, cherries, peaches. I mean, you name the fruit. I mean, it's really, really fruit forward, which I really like. And for a light whiskey, it's very soft, very easy. Usually when you see light whiskey, you see proof points that are just, insane. Like if you think about some of the Obtainiums that are out there that are, can get up to 100 and, almost hazmat levels or beyond hazmat level, talking 140 plus proof. If you've ever had some of the old Carter American whiskey blends that get up to, the 130s, 135s, this at 92 is actually a nice proof point because you know what? It drinks easy. It's got kind of a nice little easy finish on the back end, but there is some spice that lingers. Not really sure where that's coming from because it's such a high corn mash bill. Yeah, it's an absolute fruit bomb up front. Then it goes to more of the apples, a little bit of apple cinnamon type thing, like that apple pie going on. Maybe some of like that bubble yum, like cherry bubble gum note that kind of comes on the palate. And then as it hits the back end of it, you get this like sneaky spice that kind of sneaks in. And then it hits you with almost like this honey note, which is really nice. So it's almost like this sweet honey vibe that you get right on the very end of it. I mean, it's a little dry on the back end as well. Sometimes that happens a lot with light whiskey, but last sip here. Yeah, all the apple cinnamon is up front. You get all those fruits. Again, the cherry, strawberry. That strawberry note's really starting to come through more and more. I love that strawberry note, almost like a strawberry Pop-Tart type thing going on. But then it gets into that honey, and there is a little bit of spice here. It's not just sweet. I think when you talk about other light whiskeys that are on the market, you know, there are a lot of different light whiskeys out there that, you know, people have been using mainly in blends. But even aside from that, I mean, you see Old Carter using light whiskey in some of their blends, and Penelope used some of the light whiskey in some blends. Obtainium and some other brands using it a lot, but just buying it straight up, and this one is a little bit more fruit forward. And plus, I mean, even if $80 seems like a lot to you, at least you know going in that, you know, proceeds of that are going to help, you know, servicemen and servicewomen that have helped this country. So I do not mind paying that money at all. So cheers to that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching this episode of What's on the Shelf Wednesdays. We highlighted the Hooten Young 12-year American whiskey. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Let me know if you've had this at all, or leave a comment down below and let me know what you would like me to highlight next on next week's What's on the Shelf Wednesday. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. So cheers. Thanks to all the servicemen and servicewomen out there. Appreciate you and what you do for this country. And see you next time right here on the Mass and Drum. Take care, guys.